Welcome back, queens and kings, and thank you guys so much for watching as well as clicking on this video. In today's video, we will be creating these gorgeous 2.5 feet pillow candle holders. If you all would like to see how I made these glamorous candle holders as well as the items I use, please continue to watch. Okay, queens and kings, so here are some of the items that I will be using. Well, most of them. I have this battery operated drill from Walmart, some screws, a board here that my husband had lying around the house, a ruler, some white paint that came from Walmart. I also will be using some white spray paint. This rectangle and square wood board came from Walmart. They came in a pack of 2. I was using Totally Dazzled bling, a pair of scissors, hot glue gun and glue sticks, some gems, some glams that I do have. I'll show you guys later in the video, and these faux mirrors, which very reflective, that came from Amazon. So let's jump into this. Okay, so first thing first, I am going to take one of the faux mirrors, and here I'm showing you guys if I use 2 of them this length here, I'm actually going to need a third one. So I'm actually just going to use 2 of them, and I'm going to use them the longer way, as you guys see right here. So basically what I'm doing is placing the mirror upside down up under the board, and I'm just trying to outline it, so therefore I know where to cut. Now honestly, with the mirror on the flipped over, it does not give me any markings, so I'm actually going to show you guys. I'm going to have to flip it over and do it the opposite way, but you do see some type of impression there, so I could see and know where to cut. And I'm actually going to cut 16 pieces of these. I'm going to use 2 mirrors for each side of the board, so 4 mirrors for each board, if that makes sense. Okay, so now you see that I have flipped the mirror upside down, not upside down, face up, and this way I'm using my pen, and it's actually giving me a marking so I can see where I actually draw the line at, so I can know where to cut. For some reason it wouldn't do it on the back of it, but it does do it on the front. But I don't know if you guys noticed, when I first cut it, it cracked it. So basically the mirror facing upward is the best way to cut it, so therefore you don't have that cracking or look like it's broken or in the shadow look, if that makes sense. Okay, so now that our mirrors are all cut out, we're going to start forming our candle holder. We're placing the base as well as the stem together, where I'm going to use the rectangle wooden board from Walmart as well as the wooden board that my husband had lying around the house, and I'm going to take 2 screws to secure these 2 together. Now I'm not sure what type of screws these are, but I do think they are sheetrock screws or something like that, but I'm quite sure you can find any type of screws to do this, or use some wood glue, which I do not have, so therefore that's why I'm using the screws that I do have around the house. Okay, so flipping it over to check to see is it sturdy enough, and it is. So now we're going to move on to the top part of the candle holder. Basically this is where the pillow candle will sit at, or any type of candle you desire to place on top of it. And I'm going to use just 1 screw for this part here. Once again, I had all these wools and things and screws around my house, so therefore I didn't get a chance to go out to do anything. So this is how they look, and I'm going to use some white spray paint here from Walmart as well. I think it's a glossy spray paint. Yes, it's some type of glossy spray paint from Walmart, and it was only 98 cents, so this is very affordable, in which I did have this also. Now by the white spray paint did not work out well, so I'm just going to hand paint it, because I really wanted to be much whiter than this on where the areas that I did spray. So I'm using this hand paint from Walmart also, and I'm basically going to use a sponge brush, and I'm just going to paint the sides and everything, basically where I'm going to place some bling wrap at. that I would not be able to place any of the mirrors. All right, queens and kings, so basically we have them all painted up, and as you guys can see, they're much whiter now with the hand paint. So now we're going to move on placing our mirrors onto each one of the candle holders. Here, these mirrors once again came from Amazon, and they are very forgivable. And what I mean by that, you guys can see it does have a sticky backing, so you don't need any glue or anything like that at this point, but you can, which is optional, up to you. But I actually do like them very well because I'm able to take them off and place them back on without any problems, and they still tack it, as you guys can see. Now I'm just going to continue placing these down on placing the mirrors on each side of the candle holders, and I will be placing 4 on each side. All right, queens and kings, so this is how they looking so far. They looking all raggedy right now, but honey, we about to glam these things up. And as you guys can see, I have placed a mirror on each side. So here I'm just showing you guys where I had just went ahead and cut the mirrors down to size, the little scraps that I did have, as well as putting bling wrap down to the bottom just to cover the base part of it. All right, queens and kings, so I'm going to just take the bling wrap that I have measured and cut to size for the size for each one of the candle holders. Alright, so now that I'm all finished and done with that, we're going to move on to the next step, which I did also do off camera, which is the bottom of the top of the candle holder, if that makes sense here. So I'm also going to use Dollar Tree little faux, what it is, a 4x4 mirror. I believe they're newer style and size mirrors that they do have. Just placing some hot glue on the top, and then we're going to place that mirror directly in center on top of that. And then I'm going to secure the sides with the bling wrap as well. All right, queens and kings, so you guys heard all that, because we about to start to the nitty gritty. And as you guys can see here, the mirrors had like this clear coat over it, and therefore it was protecting the mirror. So now I'm going to move those little noisy crystals that you guys did here. Now these came from over collecting crystals, you know, the garland crystals. That's basically what these are. Taking the jump rings off of them, and you will have these little gorgeous crystals here. Now I'm just going to basically start placing them around on the candle holders, and I'm going to do each side of the candle holders like this. But you guys have seen this look. I have made some sconces like this. I have a console table like this. I have at least 2 more items in ideal in mind that I want to use this style and idea for. So stick around if you are new to the hassle and just stopping by. Make sure you subscribe and turn on your post notification bells, as well as to my old queens and kings. You guys do the same as well, because you don't want to miss out any more of these glamorous DIYs or revamps. Anywho, I'm just placing the gems down, placing a hot glue, a small amount of glue on one side of the gem, and I'm just going to place it down. And I'm going to do that, like I said, for the entire candle holders, each side. All right, royal queens and kings, and here are the pillow candle holders. Now, for the candle holders where basically the candles are sitting in, I just use an old candle holder that I had around the house that had broken out. And I actually think those are going to be placed there forever. But anyways, I love the way that these came out. I love the way that they turned out. They are so beautiful, so tall, just breathtaking. What do you queens and kings think? Would you guys make some for yourself? Would you actually donate these? Will you give them for a gift or whoever? It doesn't matter, but I just love the way that these came out. I'm not sure exactly where I'm going to put them at in my house, but they're going to be in my home. These really are. So I hope you queens and kings enjoyed this video. If you all did, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you are just stopping by the castle, hello queen, hello king. And once again, you guys continue to be royal, and I will talk to you all in the next video. Bye bye.